Good afternoon and welcome to Turia Rink here in St. Paul. Kelly Schultz alongside Alexis Pearson. Game 2 of our weekend series here between the Minnesota Whitecaps and the Metropolitan Riveters. The Riveters will come out much differently than they did yesterday, although they had a 2-1 lead there in that first period. The Whitecaps dominated the rest of the game. 9-2 was the final score. Whitecaps winning on their banner day as they raised the championship banner from last year's Isabel Cup.
Well, yeah, I think the fact that the Riveters did have that 2-1 lead at one point is part of the reason why I think that they're going to come out a little bit stronger today than they did in the latter half of that game yesterday. They saw success. They got that lead. They went up 2-1 at one point. They were getting opportunities. There was several points throughout the game where the shots on net were even, or even points in the game where the Riveters had more shots on net than the Whitecaps did. Even though the Whitecaps were getting goals, the Riveters were having their opportunities. I would not be surprised at all today if the Riveters come out much stronger than they did yesterday, and even if they hold a lead for longer or get a win in this game today.
It'll be interesting to see who starts in net for the Riveters. They saw both Sam Walther and Dana DiMartino yesterday. Both saw 17 shots on goal. Walther gave up 6 goals. DiMartino only gave up 3. She played such a strong game, DiMartino did. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, that's another thing that really impressed me about yesterday's game, which I know when you look at the score and you say, oh, it was 9-2. If you're a Rivs fan, you're sitting there saying, oh my gosh, we gave up 9 goals. Our team gave up 9 goals. We had to pull the goalie, get a new one in there. But both of those goalies were making good saves yesterday. Now, granted, Walther did have some hiccups, and you could tell she was visibly showing frustration with her play in the game, but she made some good saves, and then when DiMartino came in, she was making good saves. So I'm excited to see if we're going to see more of that today, to the point where maybe they're able to help their teams get a strong lead at some point today.
Well, the Metropolitan Riveters and Minnesota Whitecaps combined for 14 penalties yesterday. It got a little chippy there late in the game.
Yes, it did.
I would hope that the refs are going to call it quick if anything does come about. So we will send it down to PA for today's starting lineups between the Riveters and the Whitecaps.
At center, number 13, Kaylee Hutchinson. At right wing, number 14, Madison Packer. On defense, number 4, Nicole Arnold. Also on defense, number 9, Rebecca Morse. And starting in goal, number 70, Sam Walther. The Riveters are coached by Ivo Mosek and Kate Whitnan Anis. All right, Whitecap fans, are you ready? All right, this is game 2, and we got a sweep here. Are you ready? It's time to meet the starting lineups for your Minnesota Whitecaps. Starting at center from Red Wing, Minnesota, number 26, Nicole Schimmel. At left wing from Eden Prairie, Minnesota, number 15, Megan Pizzo. At right wing from Elk River, Minnesota, number 3, Jonah Curtis. Starting on defense from Minnetonka, Minnesota, number 6, Sydney Baldwin. Also starting on defense from Watertown, Connecticut, number 8, Amanda Boulier. And starting in goal for your Whitecaps, from Kingston, Ontario, Canada, number 29, Amanda Livier. And the rest of the Minnesota Whitecaps.
We'll take a break and come back as the Whitecaps get ready to take on the Riveters. Game 2 of our weekend here on Twitch. Welcome back to Cheria Rink. Game 2 of our weekend series between the Minnesota Whitecaps and the Metropolitan Riveters. And I was wrong. Sam Walther is going to get the start today between the pipes for the Riveters, while Amanda Lavier, who made 29 saves yesterday in the Whitecaps' home opening win, will get the start at the other end.
Yes, we talked yesterday about how both Kelly and I anticipated that DiMartino might get the start in today's game. Although I really respect and like this choice that the coaches have made here to put Walther back in net. Goaltending is such a mental position. The longer you let a goalie sit out after they have a game like they did yesterday, they're just going to keep dwelling on it. She's got to get a chance to redeem herself, and she gets it today.
Whitecaps win the opening faceoff. It was Schammel, which we should mention. They did change the scoring on Jonna Curtis's last goal last night. We thought it was tipped in.
Yes.
As it turns out, Curtis only had a hat trick yesterday.
Only.
Leary right away, a shot, kick save made. Beautiful play there by Amanda Lavier.
Yeah, Leary was probably one of the best players for the Riveters yesterday. Had a lot of great opportunities, was looking good all over the ice.
Here comes Boulier back inside the offensive zone, dropped off there for Schammel with a shot glove save made. Nice big save to start things off for Walther. So Nicole Schammel gets credit for that, what would have been the fourth goal for the Jonna Curtis yesterday. So that correction made. That means that she had 2 goals and 2 assists yesterday, including a shorthanded goal.
Yeah, and
Nicole
Jonna
Schammel.
Curtis then had 3 goals and an assist, so it's a 4-point game for her still. An impressive game, but they took away that 4th goal from her yesterday.
Mallory Rushton carries the puck into the offensive zone for the Rivs, sends it to the back wall for Baker. Over to the far wall, Cornine. Her pass intercepted. Up the ice, here goes the foot race. You're going to lose this foot race against Allie Thunstrom every day. 18:57 left here in our opening period of hockey. Whitecaps center that one out in front. Big save made there by Walther.
We saw a lot of bouncing pucks yesterday. A lot of the goals that were scored were weird bounces, weird rebounds that people were getting their sticks on. There, another bouncing puck, but Walther seemed to read that one well. She looks comfortable in net right now. I know it's early, but if she can start to see some pucks early, hopefully she'll get a little bit more comfortable with herself after yesterday's game and feel stronger in the net today.
Well, yesterday I was wondering who number 24 was. It's not listed on the roster. Now my guess is that it's Anna Keys.
Yes.
They signed her to a quick contract late yesterday, and she is out on the ice here today with the Metropolitan Riveters, the former Minnesota State University Maverick defender, also a captain her senior year, graduated in 2018, getting her chance to prove herself in her home state.
Yes, I came home from 2 jobs yesterday, thought I was done working for the day, and I was getting texts and tweets galore about the new signing. So pretty exciting for the Rivs to get her on the team here today, and we'll see if she's able to produce it all in this game, maybe help the Rivs get some goals today.
Klein tries to keep the puck inside the offensive zone. Got a little luck there, a little puck luck. That puck's going to slide all the way up the ice, and it won't quite get to icing. It's played by Levier. Thunstrom drives it up the far wall. Nice play there off the skates of Pizan. Tapped away. Nice defensive work there by Rebecca Morse. Morse was the only player on the Riveters who had a plus on her plus-minus sheet last night after that game, losing 9-2. Impressive to get a +1 out of that somehow, some way. Thanks to everybody who's chiming in on Twitch. Don't forget, if you have any questions for us, of course, hello to Erica Ayala. She's watching us right now. I kind of called her out last night because she said the Twitch. Yes, I am going to go down in infamy for saying that yesterday.
Yeah, we had a great time yesterday responding to fans and viewers and answering your questions. So if you didn't get to tune in yesterday and you don't understand the dynamics of what we're doing here, please ask us questions. Please chat with us. It was a lot of fun, and we're excited for today and the rest of the season.
Audra Richards has the puck stolen away. Here come the Riveters back up the ice. Brooke Baker. I saw a tweet last night by the Riveters. They had a nice little gathering of fans and a dinner, and also watched some film after. So I'm guessing they've got the Whitecaps kind of figured out here this afternoon.
Two questions quick on here. Someone wants to see, I saw a couple people asking about the banner. So the area that the banner is actually in, the cameras can't reach from where we have it filmed. We can maybe see if they can try to get a shot of it for you. It's basically exactly right next to us. So
to our right.
To our right, yes, and the cameras are also on the same side of us, obviously. So we can't get a shot of it right now. We can see if they could maybe get a shot of it for you guys at some point. And then someone asked, what's the difference between long pants and regular pants?
No.
Obviously, a viewer from yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm not going to answer that question.
We'll just leave that alone. Fired toward the net by the defender, Keys. Back up the ice, here come the Whitecaps. Audra Richards trying to score against her former team. Nice job there by Walther on the stop. Whitecaps regain control. Richards again. That one was deflected. Picked up on the near side. Schmid sends it back to Boulier. Top of the left circle. A big save made. Walther goes down on top. Well, I thought she went on top of the puck. That puck was still loose. Megan Lawrence drives it to the back wall. Stephanie Anderson gets bumped off of it. Picked up in the near corner. And here come the Rivs. They'll try to exit their zone. Puck's going to sail over the stick of Winnie Brown. Brown gets the puck back. She'll skate it up the ice. Winnie Brown, sister of Chelsea Rosenthal, daughter of the head coach, or co-head coach, Jack Brote, who actually started this team a long time ago. 2004-05 is when the Minnesota Whitecaps originally started. Not playing professionally, of course.
That's crazy to think that 2004 was a long time ago. I permanently feel like it's just 2010 all the time. I don't know if that's just me, but that was, I guess, 15 years ago now.
Yeah, and that was my first year watching Bemidji State men's hockey, my husband's first year broadcasting. So that's a long time ago.
I was 9 in 2004, so I was probably having a granola bar after school or something. I don't know, applesauce maybe, I'm not sure.
Rub it in. Rub it in. I was only married for 2 years at that point. 14-18 to play here in our opening period of hockey. No score. Chelsea Rosenthal.
Someone just said they were born in 2004, so that puts both of us to shame, if that makes you feel any better.
Yeah, now I really feel old. Thanks, guys. Thanks, everybody tuning in on Twitch.
That's the last time we bring up years.
No,
we're not talking about it
A woman's
anymore.
supposed to never tell her age. Now, Jack Brote started this team back in 2004-05, and he's watched it grown into now the Isabel Cup Championships. But they got quite the history. They actually won the Clarkson Cup back in 2010. First American team to do that. Nice shot there by Audra Richards. And it was a blocker save made by Walther. She'll collect the puck there on that rebound.
I'm really liking the way Walther is looking in this game early. She's been able to see a decent amount of shots right now. The Whitecaps have 7 or 8 shots in this game. She's looked great. She's looked confident. She's been aggressive on the way she's approaching the puck and the players. You know she's got to be feeling good about the way she's played so far in this game, and I'm sure the Riveters are comfortable with her in net right now too.
Oh, Whitecaps trying to screen that one. It was Sydney Baldwin. Whitecaps get it back, trying to center it from that far corner. And now here comes the Riveters. Only change to the Minnesota Whitecaps lineup today is that Brooke White-Lancet is out of the lineup, and in comes Nina Rogers, a native of Minnetonka, Minnesota. Rogers played her hockey career. She started at Minnesota and then wrapped up her career at Boston. So she's getting her chance to play here today. Boston University grad. And as we mentioned before, the other difference to the roster for the Riveters is that Anna Keys was signed this weekend. Whitecaps, Boulier drives the puck down low. It's picked up there by Colleen Murphy. Murphy didn't have it very long. Now back to Boulier at the blue line, Whitecaps. Nice play by Schmidt. Backhanded shot, just missing traffic. Anderson was kind of looking for the tip in there. Another backhanded shot right out in front. Megan Lawrence So I found out today as I was talking to Stephanie Anderson's mom that Megan Lawrence and Stephanie Anderson played on the same line the 1 year that Steph played for the Minnesota Gophers.
Yeah, we were talking about this before the game, but something that's so cool about Minnesota hockey is that a lot of these players have played for years, or they played when they were young and then have reconnected either at the college level or the pro level. And it's just a cool thing about Minnesota hockey that's always fun to talk about and see those connections.
While we were talking, the Riveters had a great look on net, and Levier had to make her second save of the game. Now Stauber with it for the Whitecaps, flings that one, just came off of her stick funny. Riveter defense able to send the puck over to the near wall.
Looks like the Whitecaps are really trying to get bodies in front of the net, some traffic there, maybe get a deflection or something, which with the way Walters looks so far in this game, that's sometimes what you got to do. Try to get those pucks to beat her in a bit of a dirty style so that she can't see it. When she's feeling comfortable with herself, it's hard to beat a goalie clean.
Another opportunity there. That one's going to be sent all the way up the ice. We'll get an icing call here against the Rivs. No, I think the other thing that the Whitecaps did so well yesterday against both goalies, actually, for the Riveters, is that they frustrated them.
Yes.
And like you said, that traffic is so important. When you crash the net, when you create that chaos, those goalies get a little shook. Mm-hmm. And that I think that might be the case today, where the Whitecaps are really going to have to create that chaos.
Yeah, goalies are very sensitive creatures. They like their space, they like their time, they don't want people up in their business. And if you can frustrate a goalie and get in their grill a little bit, it can really do you some wonders on the score sheet if you're able to capitalize on those opportunities.
11 minutes left in our first period, still scoreless here at Tria Rink in St. Paul. Again, thanks to everybody chiming in on Twitch. Alexis has got her eyes on Twitter as well. It looks like, wow, you're doing double duty today.
I got a lot going on. I'm drinking a coffee. I'm trying to keep track of 2 streams of social media. You guys are keeping me busy. And I'm trying to watch a hockey game.
Yeah.
I should have listed that first. That's my main job today. I put coffee at the top of the list, if that says anything about me.
Well, at least the Riveters fans on Twitch haven't said turn her mic off yet. So that's a good sign, right?
Right.
Riveters fling the puck out to center. We're going to get ourselves our first power play opportunity here for the Rivs as Stauber wrapped up one of the Metro players out at center ice. I didn't see who it was, but somebody lost their stick there. I think that was, well, whichever player just went off. We're right above the benches, just so everybody knows.
Yeah.
My vantage point isn't great.
Yes.
I kind of have to look over the edge to see who's coming and going, but
Yeah, so the lower half of the screen for you guys, that area is also a little hard for us to see. We kind of have to lean over to see what's going on along the boards in that area and kind of in those corners. So if it takes us a minute to figure out what's going on, that's why.
oh, right off the draw, Jonna Curtis. For a second there, I thought that was Allie Thunstrom. Man, she had some speed right off that faceoff. Curtis carried the puck into the offensive zone shorthanded. Minute 46 left in the power play as the Whitecaps getting called with their first. Emma Stauber in the penalty box. Riveters with their power play unit of Packer, Arnold, Leary, Murphy, and there's Leary. Leary had a great first period yesterday. Really showed her tenacity, scoring the first Riveters goal. Now Morse with the puck. Cornine to Leary at the bottom of the left circle. Back to the top of the blue line, a shot! Oh, through the screen and almost, it caught Amanda Levier. Had she been in a different position, that puck might have been a goal.
Sometimes you just got to position yourself at the top of the crease and hope something hits you, and she was in the right spot in that one.
Whitecaps, nice hard work there by Audra Richards on her belly. Poke checking that all the way up the ice, killing off a couple seconds there. 33 seconds left on the power play here for the Riveters. They
Power
haven't
plays
got.
were a real problem yesterday. There was a lot of penalties taken between both teams. The Whitecaps had a couple shorthanded goals as well as some power play goals, so we'll see how the penalty situation unfolds today.
Packer with a shot, hit traffic right in the slot there. It'll be carried back by Baker, and it'll get past the blue line. Packer has to collect it, drive it back toward the Whitecaps blue line. Penalty time is over, and out comes Stauber. Whitecaps back to full strength. 8:28 to play here in our first period. Blue line, Klein. She'll fire one that hits traffic between the dots.
Someone just asked quickly, are the Rivs 0 for 2 or 1 for 1 so far this season? They came into yesterday's game 0 for 1 after losing their first game of the season last weekend, and then with the loss to the Whitecaps yesterday, they come in today 0 and 2, and the Whitecaps now 1 and 0 coming into today's game.
So yeah, the Riveters looking for the weekend split here. We're going to get a timeout. We'll see if we're going to take a quick break. With the timeout on the ice, we'll be taking a break here. We'll take a quick break and come back. No score, 8 minutes left. You're watching the Whitecaps and the Riveters on Twitch. Back at Tria, 7:52 to play here. Shots on net 7-2. The Whitecaps have had some great looks. They need to keep that momentum going, but I will give the Rivs this. They've played great defensively, especially on that power play. Yesterday we saw, like you said, two shorthanded goals. Today the Rivs just need to be good on special teams and 5-on-5.
Well, and they had some plays yesterday where they were making really smart defensive plays as well. We talked about it a couple times, but the Rivs defense do such a great job of rubbing players off the puck. They're able to push them to the outside and not allow a lot of those inside shots, which is a great way to play defensively and usually very effective. And although we didn't see too much of it yesterday because the Whitecaps were able to capitalize so much, I did see hints of it. And so if they're able to do that again today, they'll have some success, hopefully.
Leary just gets stopped there on the near post by Amanda Levier, who put her skate in the way. That was a beautiful pass there to Leary. Great look by the Riveters as Lev came up with a save. Whitecaps get the puck back, racing out of the zone. Here comes Jonna Curtis. She had a hat trick yesterday. As we mentioned, we thought she had 4 goals yesterday. Instead, they changed it to a Nicole Schammel goal, so Schammel ended up with 2 goals and 2 assists and a 4-point game in her first professional game. That's impressive.
Not bad.
She had a great college career as well. I'm actually not surprised that she had that good of a first game. Back inside the offensive zone, the Whitecaps not able to get anything past that defense. Off the ice, here comes Baker. Baker slides that one, glove save made by Amanda Levier. Levier also a member of the Minnesota Gophers from years ago, and last year's goaltender for this Minnesota Whitecaps team that helped lead them to the Isabel Cup championship.
Yeah, and she was the only netminder to return to her same team this season that she was with last season. She played great last year, was a big reason why the Whitecaps had so much success, so I'm sure they're happy to have her back. Meanwhile, all of the other teams are trying out new things, and we'll see how that goes this season.
Well, and she's originally from Kingston, Ontario. I've seen her parents at every game pretty much. You can tell she, from being a player in college here in Minnesota, has kind of adopted Minnesota, the state of hockey, as her home, despite being from Canada. Puck sits out at center. Baldwin will collect it. She'll play it backwards. Now Boulier ahead to Schmidt. Thunstrom. Audra Richards will chase. Baker tries to clear. It's poke checked away by Barnes. Barnes fires a shot. Oh, Audra Richards fires that shot over from the left-hand circle. The Minnesota Whitecaps go up 1-0.
I don't know how that found the back of the net. I thought it hit the side of the net, and next thing I know, it's sitting behind Walter in the net, so the Whitecaps get the 1-0 lead in this one. She snuck that one in. Must have found just the perfect crease to get that into the net. It was kind of hard from our angle to tell where exactly it went in, but nonetheless, she finds the back of the net, and the Whitecaps take the lead.
It's a huge goal, short angled almost. It was close to the bottom of that goal line. .5:25 to play here in our first period. 1-0 Minnesota Whitecaps. Again, thanks to everybody who's joining us on Twitch. Love watching all the comments scrolling by. Another opportunity. Oh, missing the shot there, the backhanded shot was Schammel. Pizan sends it to the back wall. The key here for the Riveters is to slow down the Minnesota Whitecaps' momentum. They're not going to get a chance to do that. This is going to be, oh, I thought they were going to call icing. Instead, they waved it off. That kind of helps the Rivs because they were going off for a change.
Yeah, they needed new bodies on the ice for sure.
A little gassed there. Now Schammel tries to make a move. Past Morris. Slides the puck right through traffic. Kept in at the blue line, Stauber. Curtis out on the ice there with Schammel. Schammel and Curtis are a great connection there on that line with Pizan. You get the speed and the stick handling. Along with the hockey sense of Pizan, it's fun to watch that line.
Yeah, the speed of the Whitecaps is something a lot of people were talking about in the comments yesterday, which it is very obvious. The Whitecaps were very fast last year as well, and it's something they've been able to use to their advantage. Their zone entries are usually fairly clean. If anything, sometimes they catch themselves off sides because they're too fast for their own good. But speed is definitely one of their strong suits. We talked about Allie Thunstrom having that speed skating background. You can kind of tell even in the way she does her crossovers and everything, she has hints of that still in her professional hockey playing career. But speed is definitely a strong suit for the Whitecaps, and they're able to really do some damage with it against their opponents.
The Whitecaps with the line of Anderson, Schmidt, and Lawrence out there. Puck is stolen. Up the ice. The Riveters with a shot and a goal. Nice pass there from Mallory Rushton. She crossed it from the left wing side right through the crease over to the right, and that one's going to catch the stick of Kendall Cornine, and the game is tied with 3:28 left here in the first.
Yeah, what a great play. The patience on that was probably the most impressive to me, and the Whitecaps defender who was defending Cornine actually went down about halfway in the zone. Cornine was all alone out front. The tip was incredible. The patience on the pass was also great, and they team up to get the Rivs on the board to tie this game at 1 with just over 3 minutes to go in the period.
1-1 our score, 3:19 to play, and here come the Whitecaps back inside the offensive zone, dropped off. Richards drives that one toward the net. Walther puts up the wall. Barnes. And we get ourselves a penalty here. It looks like the
elbowing.
Ooh.
I didn't see exactly where that unfolded. It must have been somewhat behind the play.
And if I'm not mistaken, that would be Anna Keys.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was looking on your roster. I'm like, I don't see 24.
24. we're just guessing because she's not on the roster and she was just signed.
Yep.
Anna Keys. She's the newcomer, just added to the roster yesterday. Even our production crew doesn't even have Anna Keys listed. I sat here yesterday and I'm like, who's 24? Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, welcome to the NWHL, her first penalty of her pro career. Oh, a shot right through. Nice big play by Walther. She put out her pads.
I think that went through her 5-hole, but she was positioned in a way where it popped out to
on the other side
of the net rather than into the net. She played the puck well. It popped out behind her, but no harm, no foul. This is going to be an important penalty kill for the Riveters. They do not want to give up that go-ahead goal just at the end of this first period. If they can kill this off, this will be huge for them heading into intermission.
Anna Keys in the penalty box for 1:20. Whitecaps on the power play. Thunstrom carries the puck to the back wall behind the net of Walther. Jonna Curtis joins her. Also out there is Schammel, Stauber, and Pizon. Pizon carries the puck, sends that one over behind the net. Curtis tries to wrap it. She's stopped. Nice big save there by Walther. This is a crucial penalty kill here for the Riveters. Tied 1-1 with 1:52. Another shot. Oh, that one went right through her 5-hole, but she came around with her glove and just pinned that puck up between her skates. Wow.
You know, I'll tell you this much. These Rivs goalies have great hockey sense. There's a couple plays they've made yesterday and now today where the instincts on them is just absolutely incredible, where they're